Hey, morning. So I wrote this post on my email newsletter, which you can join if you want to. It's the growthinsider.beehive.com. Link is down in the bio. So this is a newsletter that has a bunch of B2B folks, SaaS company owners. There's a couple like e-commerce people and lower ticket people, but there's like coaches, consultants, experts on this list. So if you want to kind of hop on that, we basically share everything about our agency, some of the things that we're noticing in the market, how to advertise better, how to sell better, how to make more money, and just kind of share our insights of what we're working with clients on. So with that said, I just want to break down this email that I wrote because I think it's going to actually make a great YouTube video here, and it'll be really valuable for you. So here is what we're going to go over. Digital advertiser nets 200K in 4 days with no funnel. This is the new age of sales. So honestly, I'm really surprised by this. I've been observing this all week, and I was blown away at how much money was actually made with no funnel. So I'll just kind of walk you through this email. So last week, a new wave of digital advertisers hit the internet with a crazy promotion. They pulled in 200K in 4 days using no funnel, no sales calls, and nothing but a Stripe link in their bio. Here's how they did it. So the death of the sales call. This is happening currently. It's not going to happen in every industry, and it won't happen for a long time across the board. And some people will still prefer sales calls. It's not a cookie cutter black and white type of thing. It's more of a gray area. However, sales calls will likely not exist for top advertisers and top companies. The best sales people may be able to sell via video, chat, or written content rather than sitting through a 40-minute Zoom call. Okay, so the small group of digital advertisers did just that, the people I'm talking about here. They abandoned the sales call, replaced it with long-form content. The video sales letter that they leveraged, which was the long-form content, was posted on Instagram only. So no YouTube, no traditional places where people buy a whole bunch of products like LinkedIn. Obviously, people buy a lot on Instagram, but usually not so much for this super, super high-ticket stuff. So surprisingly, Instagram is the place. No other socials. With just like 50K collective followers and probably less that were active, they banked 200K in Stripe in 4 days. And this was coming off a long hiatus that they had where they were basically nowhere to be found, not posting any content. Pretty cool, right? So that's a lot of money for such a low, short period of time. And it was selling like a training. It was like a training and coaching offer, basically, but not super scammy like a lot of coaches. It was like full group calls, full content. He was giving you a protocol that he used to scale other companies. So very, very legit stuff. Ditching the funnel. There was actually no sales process here at all. All these guys did was post content on Instagram for 4 days. All the content was extremely controversial. They were slandering agencies. They were talking about economic shifts. They were discussing like utopia stuff. They were speaking about AI and new tech in a very unusual way. And did it all have to make sense? No. The purpose of this was to draw attention. It just had to make sense enough for people to think maybe they know something that I don't. Right. So this resulted in a flood of new customers, intrigue, and massive sales. The best part is that they had no funnel, no landing page, no website, only a Stripe link in their bio at 5K price point up front. So it's literally just a Stripe link to a 5K checkout. Why did they make 200K in 4 days? Okay, so a lot of people are going to say the following. The following is part of it for sure. Like you have to have an audience. But a lot of people get more impressions on paid ads and they don't convert this much cash. So it's a little bit about the content or the audience being warmed up. That's part of it for sure. But why does this actually work so well? Well, the controversial content is part of it. You can do the same in your business. Call out common trends, expose old systems so you and your prospect have a common enemy and get attention through education because brands in the world do. And I don't think you should shy away from that. I think people are addicted to being very professional and polished in today's social media, but that's not what makes people buy. They are drawn to unusual content and personality and edge. So throw some of that in your brand and it will work wonders for you. But I don't think that's what did it for them. The purpose of this video is to kind of point out The real reason these guys did so well is because they had status. Their status delta was extremely, extremely high. So they already had gone through a few year phase of making SaaS companies over 1 billion in market value. They worked with like 3,000 SaaS companies and created 1 billion in market value, like 1 billion in sales or money raised. So they had shifted industries 3 times after that and still were able to make multiple millions in each. So they're masterful advertisers, right? And they're masterful salespeople, and everyone who follows them knows it, whether they're a big fan or not, which makes it a whole lot easier to sell whatever you want, right? So if Mark Cuban puts up a link in his bio that is a link to a business course or an investing course or a private equity investing course, and it costs $8,000, he's going to do 5 milli within a couple hours, right? And that's just because, yes, he has the following, I understand, but it's more because he has the status, right? If Warren Buffett drops a course for $20,000 on investing, he's going to do 20 million in 2 hours, right? It's because he has the most status in that industry. So it's the same with these guys. They have the most status in that specific industry that they're in. So everyone's going to buy their stuff, whether they were selling a course, a one-on-one training, whether they were selling a software company or a software, like it didn't matter. They just had the expertise, right? So all it takes is a bit of status and your product or service will take off. If you don't have case studies, testimonials, and proof, go out and get it now. And that's why I'm making this video. So if you don't have proof, go out and get it with your customers and clients. And maybe you've already created results for them, but you need to collect those case studies so that you can highlight them later. So go do that and let me know if you like this video. Give it a like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep making these videos, and then join the newsletter to get emails like this every single week in your inbox.